be talking about Elliott Wave Theory. Let's talk about who made this. This is Ralph Elliott. He was an accountant turned market theorist. I mean, look at that face. This guy knows how to trade. You can just tell. He developed the theory during the 1930s recovery, and he basically was looking for a structured way to play this recovery and to kind of make sense of the natural rhythms of the market. I would say the key insight here is that he would say that markets follow natural laws. So in the same way that we're always oscillating between a basing pattern and expansion, and then another sideways consolidation pattern, usually distribution into expansion down, into basing expansion up, the market is kind of bound to some certain laws of motion. And we're going to talk about what those are. He created a very regimented system here for essentially tracking these moves. So what's nice about this is it gives you really specific rules, and sure, they may not always play out, and if so, you have to do that subjective recounting of the waves like we talked about. But if it does work, it gives you a really, really nice template with really clean entries. That's why I'm a fan of this system. So here's the psychology behind waves. Essentially, we're looking at the emotional drivers behind price action. So when prices are rising, optimism will grow, and you'll get more buyers, and you'll see liquidity rising. You will see some potential bubble action, some potential overextension for moves. This is where you get the euphoria. So the optimism turns into euphoria. People are driving prices above standard deviation moves, above places that, let's be honest, they really have any business being. So we're talking about, for example, Cisco during the dot-com bubble, or maybe a firm or upstart in 2021 into 2022, the pullback. These types of names had a lot of euphoria associated with their narratives. And because of this, it will create a kind of vacuum where that is unsustainable. And then when inevitably prices start to fall, fear is going to increase. People are going to go from really bullish, really excited, assuming things will never go down, into worrying about maybe they bought a top, maybe they need to de-risk. As this selling pressure increases and as the fear builds up, that will start to shift to panic. So just like we went from optimism to euphoria, when you go to fear to panic, things start getting really overblown, right? That's when you get way oversized moves to the downside. That's when you get the elevator down type action. This panic, of course, leads to buying opportunities. When people start participating again and prices start responding and going up, then you'll get that same shift back into optimism out of panic. So this is the kind of natural cycle of things. This is important for Elliott Wave Theory because we are all about tracking the move up and then how to identify when the move down is starting as well.